Alright, what is going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some FIFA 22 player ratings and relevant players for career mode. This is general player ratings, but younger players that could be, well, first off, some of these players are probably going to be hard to sign initially, the top players, but then we'll take a look that would be good signings. This all depends what team you are. If you're PSG, Man City, you could splash the money and maybe sign a couple of these bigger guys. So yeah, let's take a look right now. Over here, we are on footwiz.com. I'll leave a link to this and even just the specific link, like where I'm at right now, in case, you can't find it, opposed to, Footwiz there website. So right now, this is the filter that I have got applied, 15 and 17, and of course there's going to be more players. These are bigger names at bigger teams, but definitely players there's going to be interest for. Kamavinga, he will be hard to sign in the first season because obviously he has just moved to Real Madrid. And if we I'm not going to click more on there's some important information, but information we'll know as well. But like the skills and weak foot, is not known yet. Player ratings, and then, their card. I know, we're talking a bit more about career mode, but this is, how it's presented. And, we don't have their specific attributes yet, but at least you can get the, the passing, shooting, the grouped attributes, let's call them, how they are in Ultimate Team. But I think we put Kamavinga down as, he would be very hard and maybe unrealistic to sign in the first season. Giovanni Rayner from Borussia Dortmund, though, who is a 17-year-old, and I just said as well, like the skills and weak foot will be updated, so don't take anything out of them being 0 right now. But he's a really nice talent, and he shouldn't be overvalued. Like, he shouldn't be a ridiculous price considering 77 overall, predicting a potential for him to be high 80s, maybe even 90. Definitely let me know what you guys would think. But yeah, because of this, generally, really the higher rated younger players, 17, 18, 19 years old, they're going to naturally have pretty high potential that we can't dispute. So yeah, at least of course, there's not going to be only 2 players between that age bracket. But definitely we're going to find some of the more notable signings. So if we increase to 18 now, apply filter, there's one more. You see what I mean? There's going to be a lot more, but these are the first players. That's what I mean. These are the first players we're going to get some interest for. Jude Ballingham, a lot of interest comes with him because he is actually English, and this could feel like a realistic transfer move to make in career mode. And yeah, that's what we're really talking about today. Jude Bellingham, obviously there's been talks like the Manchester clubs, Man City, Man United. Maybe get in the comments, where do you think he'll move? He's going to come, surely I think can have similar, like Jadon Sancho. But yeah, like an English player, good chance he'll come back home. Really the only thing that is coming back home are players. So all right, we're ready to touch on it a couple times. We know that is going to be the case. there's going to be more under 18 players for now. We might as well put 17, but yeah, this is to get some 19, 20-year-olds, and these are the big names that we were seeing. So for now, I'm not going to hover over, click on each player. We know about these guys, we know their ages, we know their heights, we know Haaland, absolutely beastly. Yeah, unless you're like PSG or Man City, Man United probably could have the money to sign him, but I think that will be irresponsible transfer. I like to, sometimes it really depends on the situation, but he would cost over 100 million. It really depends if you have the budget for that. Maybe second season, not first season. And yeah, depends what you're doing with the rest of the team. Jadon Sancho recently moved to Man United, so not as a realistic transfer, you could say, and wouldn't be easy. Wouldn't be easy at all. Phil Foden as well at Man City. I think at 84 overall, if you're another top Premier League team, again, you don't see English players go outside of England, but, if you support, if you're doing a save, doing career mode, say Barcelona or Real Madrid, Spanish teams came to mind clearly, but you like him and you want to sign him. Yeah, he's 84 overall. Go quick on him because at 84, in FIFA career mode, his value like is not going to be as high as someone like a Jadon Sancho and Haaland. João Felix, yeah, he could be a real contender. Maybe you retrain him as a winger or a striker. He could be really, really good. These are the ones you really want to target because they're not going to blow your budget, as I already mentioned about Jadon Sancho and Haaland, those higher rated guys. And both Foden, Felix are 20-year-olds, so they probably have 2-3 years of pretty strong development left. Oh, if you want a good left back, Davis, like if you can't, for whatever reason, if you can't sign him first season, you got to keep him on your radar. Like he's still got so much years ahead of him. Super pacey. Like we can't hide behind the fact we know pacey players are so good in FIFA, and fullbacks you can cover those wingers and be really good. And the fact with the training you can build him up and be really strong defensively, which he isn't like in the off. Like shooting 67, it really depends how you want to develop him, but physicals are not bad either. Like, yeah, he would be a real beast, honestly. So there's not many, sorry to anyone from Canada, but there hasn't been many big names from Canada. So it's really, he's a unique signing. Even like me, I'll be interested to sign. It's interesting having a good Canadian player. Ferran Torres, another one. Yeah, these guys in this, well, anyone really below Jadon Sancho and Haaland, really. You got to go early. So these players are notable and you got to keep them in mind. You got to go early on them because they're going to develop from the off right away. Everyone you really see, especially the guys that are 80 overall and above, their potentials are going to be minimum of 80, 85, like mid-80s, like 85, 86. If we think about like Rhys James, he's still going to be, he could be a nice signing if you're playing in the Premier League and you want to bring him over. Very well balanced. I really do. Like, Ferran Torres, he probably starts on a really high wage at Man City. I mean, James still at Chelsea would be nice. But yeah, if you're someone like, I know, there's probably 4 teams around like Chelsea, 4 or 5. I mean, if you're a newly promoted team, you might struggle to sign him unless maybe you sell one of your stars and try and rebuild. Probably not the position you want to target, but hey, be your own manager. I'm not your manager. You're doing it yourself. But Rhys James, really well balanced there. You take away shooting, and as a fullback, as a right back, attacking, right wing back as well, he's very, very good in terms of that. He's not super pacey, but he's got more strength about him, that physicality, can create with the dribbling and the passing, which is good. Already touched on Jude Ballingham. Rodrigo is definitely one. And I'll show you a different search to find another player. You might know who I'm thinking about. Well, we're talking about a couple Real Madrid players. Rodrigo, like, I feel these are bargains. Kamavinga might be trouble, but we touched on Rayner before. Rodrigo, that's super paid. He's below 80 overall, 79. Yeah, 79 overall is not going to be really not going to be costing much at all, lads. And yeah, with that pace, he will have skills as well. Really good. Callum Hudson-Odoi, if you can kind of get the storyline, put that storyline in your own career mode that he's not, or you don't need to put a storyline in, you might notice he's not really starting for Chelsea. And maybe if you're a mid-table team, he's only 77 overall. What is he going to cost? 15, 20 million at most. And he's he'll be a tidy signing. I don't know why West Ham just came to mind. I really like watching West Ham this year. Very good attacking team. A lot of attacking players, though. Well, you like Aston Villa, someone like that, and Everton. That would be a nice signing for you. Melier as well. If you're looking for a goalkeeper, you're going to get a lot of years out of. Obviously, there's quite a few Premier League, like there's top division teams or, the best leagues. Some of the best leagues for a lot of these players. Then there's a select few, that's what I mean. And these are like, notable, like Porto is a notable team within Portugal. So, there's going to be a lot more players within this age bracket, but you might as well take a look. Diogo Costa, I just want to check him out. How old will he be? He's 20 years old, so that's not too bad. Like, he could be a bargain. 20-year-old is very young for a goalkeeper. So, he could, again, if you're a newly promoted team, something like that, 73 overall, well, it's going to cost you 5 million, 6 million maximum, if that. So, really good. Eric Lira, see, I haven't even heard about these guys. These couple lads here. I'm scouting basically for not myself, but you guys. Lira, but a 69 isn't. Well, it's not a great overall, at least, but we don't know about their potentials. Could very well be, as only 20 years old. And then Luka Bolt, that's a very random one. The only bronze rated player, like a 64 overall. To when we're mentioning that, he actually wouldn't be. It's going to depend how important that's going to be for Ultimate Team, different discussion, but not a bad English bronze card, you would say. So, yeah, he's not too bad. 20-year-old. See, the ages might not be updated. I've checked a couple of players that say 20-year-old and they're 21 years old, but yeah, you get it anyway. They're around that. There. So we will just upgrade to the 21. To the 20. Yeah, we might have to do it like that. And we'll put 20. That's going to give us some new players, but not too, there's not going to be, too many others. And I suppose I want to point out more notable players. We know Donnarumma, you can take a look at their ratings, which is important. Or you might be interested in that. And their specific grouped attributes there. Declan Rice at 82 overall. He's not the best, or not the quickest, we should say, but he's very good. I signed him in FIFA 21 with Manchester United, and he's so good at holding midfield, and as he should be. He is really good. Yeah, Vinnie Jr. He's outstanding. Again, he's 80 overall. These low 80s, I always wonder he's not more than that, but I guess they take into consideration his age, 21-year-old. That's killer. Mate, just you sign him. You don't need to worry about training his pace. Go hard training, shooting. Just make sure he's a clinical finisher, and you're laughing. You've got a star player, and because he's only 80 overall, his potential, I reckon he's going to be around 90 in his potential. And yeah, if you can get him, so that's going to boost his price a little bit more, opposed to a 30-year-old 80 overall player. But he's not going to be the top of the line Jadon Sancho price, and maybe in a couple seasons he could be in terms of that value wise. And now a position we haven't seen too many of, Zagadou, a really, really good centre half. He's very, very strong. Really beastly. The only thing, he doesn't have a lot of pace. You can try and improve that a little bit. But again, at 78 overall, you can look to improve him, or you can sign him on a fairly cheap price, opposed to going for someone that's, one of the best centre backs in the game. If you don't have the biggest budget, if you need to work your transfers, or if you just like doing it this way as well. Anyone else who point out, Rafael Leao, you could use him as a striker as well, or out on the wing, got a lot of pace. So a few different talents here. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there because we could just keep going, do different age brackets. I want to show you the very best, and these guys are going to be the ones, to have the highest potentials in the game. There will be some other 17-year-old, 18-year-olds that, the ratings have not come out for yet, so keep your eyes peeled. But definitely I wanted to show you some of the more notable players. Those are probably the ones you're interested right now. You might be wondering about the potentials of some players, and the overalls do give you a guideline on that. Nice to see how they'll be rated for FIFA 22, and you do get the idea of what they could turn into in a few seasons within career mode, which is very exciting. If you are new to my channel, I do make career mode videos, do career mode series, so be sure to subscribe. I'll be doing a career mode with Manchester United, but I'll be doing other experiment videos and rebuilds and fun stuff like that. So be sure to stay tuned to this channel. Be getting access very soon to FIFA 22. So keep your eyes peeled, and see you next time.